Hey guys, Ouija here. It's been quite a while. I know this video's kind of coming out of nowhere, and I kind of just wanted to give an update on where I've been and how my nationals went. I kind of just want to do this unedited, unfiltered. I just kind of want to talk to you guys and just let you know what's been going on. So, I mean, long story short, I haven't posted in a very long time, as you guys know. Really, at the beginning of the year, I got really sick, like the most sick that I've ever been. Had like 104 fever, sick for multiple days, and I ended up losing my voice for literally 4 months. I could barely talk. Like, it was just miserable. It was scary. I didn't know what was going on. It just kind of felt like a bad flu. I ended up going to the doctor. They did everything that they needed to do, blood work and all that. And it was just terrifying. Turns out everything's just fine. I finally got my voice back, literally after months. I was really scared that I wasn't going to ever get it back. And it kind of just discouraged me, like, from making videos, to be honest. Like, I couldn't talk. Like, it was unreal. So that's what's been happening with that. But on a more positive note, my voice is back. I'm excited to get back to making videos. I want to start maybe doing some live streams of some Riptide games or just anything in general. And get back to like making deck techs and stuff like that. That's what I really like to do. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about how my US Nationals went. And yeah, I'm just going to kind of jump right into it. So US Nationals in Minneapolis, it was an amazing experience. The most fun I've ever had at a tournament. So much better than my last Nationals run. That was just abysmal. That was back when Oldham was a thing, and that was in Charlotte. But yeah, I decided to bring Riptide. Kind of a dark horse in the format. I think Riptide's really good. I think a lot of people think he's really good. He's maybe not the best deck in the format, but he definitely can compete, and people are definitely not as prepared as they should be against him. And if you've seen around, I know some of the other nationals, there are some Riptides that put up very good results. I mean, one got top 4. That was awesome to see. With very different builds, like across all the Riptides that performed, which was really cool. I'm not going to talk too much about my deck. I'm just going to kind of leave this in the background. I'll do a deck tech like after this video. I kind of just want to talk about the overall experience of Nats, and how that went. So I'll just leave this here for you guys to see, and I'll go more in depth in another video. Yeah, so going into Nationals, I was feeling pretty good. Honestly, I was not particularly feeling too great about draft. I wasn't like worried about it. But it was kind of hard to get some practice in. I knew, like, some of the strategies and stuff like that. It just ended up not working out for me in draft, but I'm more here to talk about the classic constructed side of things. So day one, round one, I played against an Azalea, against Ryan Biggs, and every one of my opponents this weekend, or not this weekend, this was like 10 days ago, but was absolutely amazing. Like, super cool, super fun games. Yeah, it was just cool. Like, Flesh and Blood community's amazing. So round one, I played against Azalea. I played against a guy named Ryan Biggs. I ended up losing this game. I literally drew like 4 all buff hands in a row. Like, it was kind of crazy. I think my turns consisted of like, maybe throwing a 0 for 4 like drill shot against an Azalea, which like does nothing. So that was unfortunate, but I'm not taking anything away from any of my opponents. It happens sometimes. So that's how that went. And then round two, probably like just the highlight of my weekend. I played against Joshua Lau. Everyone knows Josh Lau. Great guy, super nice, one of the best warrior players in the world, right? Um, this was just, I've always wanted to be on stream, but at the same time, I didn't want to be on stream because of the nerves. Like it's, it's kind of nerve wracking being first time on stream playing against an amazing player. So it was just kind of funny. Before round two, my friend Ravi was like, hey, I heard you guys might be the backup for the stream, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I I hope that's not the case, because on my pairings, I saw Josh Lau, and I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be one of those days. And so we sit down at the table. I'm hoping that we can just set up and play the game, but then the judge comes over and he says, you guys are going to be the backups. I need y'all to go to the feature match table. And I'm just, oh, great. Like, I feel good about the matchup. Obviously, like Riptide does well in the Warriors, but it's Josh Lau. It's, I just feel like it's a tall task, regardless if it's favored or not. Especially being on stream for the first time, all the nerves and stuff like that. So we sat down. Josh was great. Thank you so much for making my first stream match just, an easy experience, a fun experience. It was just incredible. Like, yeah, it was just amazing. If you guys have not seen that game, if you want to see a crazy game of Flesh and Blood, go down to the wire, go check out day one US Nationals, round two, the backup match. It was just a nail biter. Like it was just crazy. I'm not gonna, I'm not even gonna say if I won or lost. If you haven't seen it, just go watch the game. This is the only round I'm gonna say if I didn't win or lose. So yeah, that was amazing. Definitely highlight of my weekend. It was just super cool having all the friends from Texas, where I'm from, would just kind of cheer me on. Like everyone was like, hey, like Gabe's on the feature match, and it was just amazing. My girlfriend went with me to Minneapolis, which was also like the best thing ever, just in case, I did bad. We got to do so much stuff in the city together, so that was great. And she was watching, and like it was just amazing. Like all of the practice, it was cool, because all of the practice that I had put in, I got to like kind of show her that like, hey, like I'm practicing to do well. And like, it was just cool. So there was that. And then round three, I played against a Vincent. This match, it came down to the wire. It was pretty crazy. I mean, I feel like this is a 50-50 matchup. It just, whoever kind of kills the other person first. I was at 1, he was at 3, and I believe he had a blood debt that he couldn't get out and a blood rot that he couldn't pay for. So all I had to do was like block out, and he would just die. Yeah, the opponent name was Christopher Presley, great guy. It was just a nail biter of a game. I mean, it came down to the wire. So there was that. I won against Vincent. And then round 4, I played against Easton Douglas. He was playing new. It was kind of crazy, because like I was like, Easton Douglas, like I remember this name from somewhere. I couldn't put my finger on it. But after the game, he was like, yeah, I top 8 Worlds last year. And I was like, oh, okay, like that's where I know you from. Super chill dude. Like it was such a fun match. It is extremely Riptide favored. Like I honestly don't know how Riptide like loses against new. I mean, it can happen, like if they just draw the nuts, but Riptide just, it's just a really good matchup for Riptide. So I won that game. So we finished the day. I'll let you guess on the record, because I don't want to spoil the stream game, because that was just a crazy game. So like I said in the beginning, draft just did not go well. Basically, long story short, I picked a red Bastion, pack one, pick one, staying a little open. I get the cards from my right. I pick a red hiss, good card. I then pick like a red venomous bites, like just really good assassin cards. So I was like, okay, cool. Like, and then I get past like the stilettos. So I'm like, all right, like, I'm definitely new. Turns out that was not the case. Apparently, like, pick 10, the two people to my right decided to like hard pivot to new, and it was just, yeah, it was just kind of over from there. So that didn't go well, but it's okay. Like, the classic constructed part is what I practice for. That's what I did well in. So I'll take it. So go to the calling. Let's see. Round one, I played against a guy named Tyler Seitz. He was playing Fi. Super nice guy. He served in the military, and I thank you for your service. Just super chill dude. I feel like Riptide just does want to Fi. I didn't expect to see a Fi all weekend, but there was. So it was a clean W. We move on to round two. I played against Justin Salmon. He was playing Prism. I'm familiar with the matchup. I mean, I play Prism as well, so like, it's generally pretty good for Riptide. It's, it kind of just depends on what the Prism draws. And it turns out he got the double tome off. He got, I think he only got like one Genesis, but he played like 4 arc lights, like definitely 3 of them. And I think he rebirthed another arc light, which was tough to get through. I think he ended the game at like 2 health. So it was a close game. Just didn't get there, but great player. I mean, he obviously knew what he was doing on Prism. The whole blinged out, signed, like max rarity Prism was pretty cool. So we lost that match, but it's okay. We go to round 3. I played against a guy named Chuck Hutchins. He was playing Zen. This match, I kind of just drew the nuts, honestly. I just did Riptide things and was just presenting like on hit after on hit after on hit, like every single turn. And I don't think he transcended once. And I kind of just killed him. Remorseless is crazy against Zen. Sleep Dart's really good. It was just, I mean, his hands didn't block. He couldn't transcend. So that's kind of what we want to happen as Riptide against Zen. Zen is definitely Zen favored, but Riptide can win, obviously. He can raise. Collapsing Trap can be good. They can play around it, but not all the time. So we took that. Round 4, I played against Jasel Dees. He was on new. Like I said, Riptide just... honestly, if I could just face new all day, like, that's exactly where we want to be. So, took that game. Then we played against Benjamin Fraser. He also was on new. Again, pretty clean matchup. Riptide just has all the tools to deal with new. I feel like Riptide is just new's worst matchup. So we took that. Then round 6, we played Ronan Sovitsky. He was playing Kano. You got to run into the one Kano. I mean, I'm not teching for it. I think if you tech for it, Riptide just loses anyway. Doesn't even matter. It was a quick, like, 5-minute game. We both knew exactly what was happening. So that was basically just a chance to go around the convention and just kind of look at what that offer. And this guy, super nice. I think he had the Blazing for Lethal hat on. So I think I asked him if he was blazing for lethal on Talishar, and he was. So that was kind of cool. Round 7, we played Mark Mellenbacher. He was on Uzuri. Going in, I felt pretty good. Like, okay, like, does well against new. Uzuri's a little different. I didn't draw the best this game, but it was just an awkward game. Like, honestly, like, he was playing some like crazy build. Like, he just killed me. I mean, straight up. So I think I got him like to 8 or something, maybe. But yeah, this game was just, yeah, it was just tough. So I lost there. And then the last round, I played Darren Nopes or Nops. I'm not sure how to say that. He was playing KO. I won this game. It was a good game. He really didn't get a chance to get going, kind of like the Zen game. I kind of just presented all of these on hits turn after turn, and he just couldn't really find a spot to get back in the game. One of the coolest plays I did this game was I presented a searing shot. It was laced with something. I'm not even sure what it was. It was a laced searing shot. So coming in for 7, and I had 3 cards in my hand. He was heavily debating on using flesh bag, and you know, that's reasonable. I didn't have like go again currently, but I was planning on snapping the searing shot. He knew that, so he blocked with 2 cards, and the flesh bag. So he came blocking for 8. I was coming in for 7. In response to the flesh bag, I played a Rain Razors. So I pumped the searing shot to 9, so leaked a little bit. And then I played a Sigil of Solace, triggering Riptide, into arsenaling a Codex of Frailty. So the flesh bag literally did nothing. And then I snapdragoned, codexed, and I searing shot it again for 6. It was it was kind of just one of those moments like, oh, like wow, like what do I do? So that was a cool play. So yeah, overall in the calling, I went 5-3, almost making day 2. That would have been super cool. But we didn't get there, but it's okay. Like I just had such a fun time just playing over the weekend, seeing my friends, meeting new people. Like I said, playing on stream, that was awesome. Talked to Brian Gottlieb after, and he was just, you know, super, I don't know how to say it. Just, he loved the game. He thought it was crazy. Yeah, just an amazing experience. Like I cannot wait to go to another event. Hopefully that'll be soon. I'm not sure what events I can make next. But yeah, so that was my nationals. Overall record was, I don't want to say because, you know, I don't want to spoil the stream game, but we did well. So yeah, I'm happy to be back. I hope you guys enjoyed this little rundown of Nats. I will do a deck tech sometime this week, just kind of going over the matchups. I have like the full like sideboard and everything, and just explaining my thought process. I am excited for like some of those new Ranger cards from that Azalea like first strike deck or whatever. Those actually seem really good. The aim counters seem super good, and if it turns out that way, like this entire deck is going to change like completely, just because you have to run more blues, more yellows, you take out rabbles, like just so much of the deck changes. So that's exciting. You know, I feel like it's more Riptide support than Azalea. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you want to see. Let me know if you want me to like go live on YouTube, stream some Talishar games. I think that'll be fun. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.